Choosing a web host can feel a little like shopping for a new car when you don't know anything about engines. Everything looks shiny on the surface. Every brand claims to be the fastest or the easiest or the most reliable. But when you dig even a little deeper, the differences start to matter, and the wrong choice can cause a lot of headaches later. So today we're taking a close look at two of the biggest names out there, Hostinger and SiteGround. On paper, they both seem like great options, but depending on what kind of website you're building and how much patience you have for hidden costs or technical issues, one is probably going to suit you a lot better than the other. So let's break it down properly. Before we dive in though, just a quick heads up, if you're leaning toward Hostinger, I've got a special discount for you. Just use the code SiteStarter at checkout for 10% off your plan. And if you're thinking SiteGround might be a better fit, don't worry, I'll include a link to their latest offers too. Hostinger is known for being the budget-friendly host that doesn't feel cheap. It's built a reputation for offering genuinely good performance at a low price, wrapped up in a user-friendly dashboard that even beginners can navigate without stress. SiteGround, meanwhile, leans into offering a more premium experience. It's pricier, especially after the first term, but it makes up for it with excellent speed, advanced security, and a customer service team that doesn't feel like you're talking to a brick wall. Performance is where the first big differences start to show. Hostinger uses LiteSpeed servers, which are faster and more efficient than the older Apache servers a lot of cheaper hosting companies still cling to. Thanks to this, Hostinger delivers website loading speeds that often stay under a second for small to medium sites. It also promises 99.9% uptime, and in most independent tests, it holds pretty close to that. SiteGround, on the other hand, has gone all in by building its hosting on Google Cloud's infrastructure. This gives it a big edge in terms of speed, reliability, and stability, especially for WordPress websites where their custom optimization tools come into play. In side-by-side comparisons, SiteGround's loading times are often a little faster, and its uptime hovers closer to 99.99%. So if you want pure technical performance without worrying too much about cost, SiteGround has the slight edge, but Hostinger punches way above its price tag. When it comes to ease of use, both hosts have taken the old clunky idea of web hosting dashboards and made it way less painful. Hostinger uses its own custom dashboard called hPanel, which strips away most of the overwhelming buttons and confusing menus you'd find in traditional cPanel. It's smooth, clean, and made for people who don't necessarily want to spend hours learning about DNS settings and file managers. SiteGround, which used to offer cPanel 2, developed its own system called SiteTools. It's a little more advanced than Hostinger's setup, but once you get used to it, it's genuinely intuitive and offers deeper control without being overwhelming. Hostinger might feel a little easier right out of the gate, but SiteGround's system grows with you if you want to dig deeper later. Now let's talk money, because let's be honest, that's where a lot of people make their final decision. Hostinger is one of the most affordable hosting options around, and impressively, it doesn't come with the usual budget host compromises. If you're okay committing to a multi-year plan, you can get solid hosting for just a few bucks a month, and that includes extras like a free domain for the first year, SSL certificates, emails, and backups, even on their most basic plans. SiteGround starts at a fairly reasonable price too, especially for the level of performance and support they offer, but it's worth noting that their renewal rates can be a bit of a surprise. They jump significantly after your first term. That said, SiteGround includes some premium tools and optimizations right out of the box, which justifies the higher cost if you're after a more hands-off, fully managed experience. If you're watching your budget closely, Hostinger definitely gives you more mileage for your money, but SiteGround is designed for people who prioritize convenience and long-term reliability over upfront savings. In terms of features, you'll get a strong lineup from both hosts, but they're geared a bit differently. Hostinger covers the essentials really well: free SSL certificates, weekly backups, daily on premium plans, that is, LiteSpeed caching for WordPress, a free domain for a year, and email hosting included. It even offers WordPress staging sites if you upgrade plans. SiteGround goes a little further, especially when it comes to WordPress-specific enhancements. Their plans come with free SSL, daily backups no matter what, their custom SiteGround Optimizer plugin for faster WordPress performance, built-in staging environments, collaboration tools if you're managing a site with others, and a seriously fast PHP setup. In short, Hostinger gives you exactly what you need to get a great site live. But SiteGround adds a few nice-to-haves if you're running something a little more serious. Support is another major difference between these two. Hostinger offers 24/7 live chat support, and while they're generally helpful, response times can vary depending on when you catch them. There's also a pretty good self-help center if you're the type who likes finding answers yourself. Siteground, on the other hand, has some of the best support in the hosting world. Their live chat agents are quick, knowledgeable, and genuinely helpful, not just reading from a script. They'll actually stick with you to solve an issue instead of trying to push you off to another department. If you value high-quality support, or you know you'll probably need a lot of it up front, Siteground is probably your safer bet. Both hosts also take security seriously, but again, Siteground edges ahead slightly. Hostinger covers all the basics: free SSL, Cloudflare protection, server monitoring, and malware scanning for higher tier plans. Siteground, though, layers on daily backups across all plans, active server monitoring with AI anti-bot protection, automatic WordPress updates, and proactive security patches. So if you're running a simple site or a blog, Hostinger's protections are more than enough. If you're handling sensitive customer data or operating a larger business, Siteground's extra layers are worth considering. If you're still trying to decide between them, the clearest way to split it is this. Hostinger is perfect for personal blogs, portfolios, small business websites, and anyone who wants an easy, affordable way to get online without sacrificing speed or basic reliability. It's great for people who want to spend their money on growing their site, not just keeping it live. Siteground, meanwhile, makes more sense if you're running a bigger business, an online store, or any project where uptime and speed are critical and you don't want to stress about maintenance. It's pricier, but it's also more hands-off and built to scale effortlessly. And if after all this you're leaning toward Hostinger, don't forget to use the code SiteStarter at checkout to get 10% off your hosting plan. It's a solid way to save a bit whether you're starting a blog, launching a business, or just experimenting. If Siteground feels like a better fit, I've got a link to their latest deals as well. So either way, you're not paying full price to get your website off the ground. And that just about wraps up today's video, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any further questions for me, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. At any rate though, thank you all so much for watching as always, and until next time, make sure to take care.